Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to Nuestra Tabula Rasa. And today we will be talking about invisible threads. What connects us to other people and places and things? So, how is everybody today? Let's look at the chat first, because that I'm more liable to forget. So we've got Victor there. Excellent. Linda, Inertha.
I'm sorry, who has first love?
I don't know, this troll. We gotta boot him. Banned. And Lucia and Karen, Trina, Sarah. There's Millie, Clint. Awesome. So nice to see everybody. Christine, Laura, Scotty, and I think and Kelly. Awesome. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'm pretty excited. How is everybody up here doing? Lucky, you're feral. That's good. And you're just a head floating in a bunch of green.
Yeah, I didn't think of that when I put the shirt on, honestly.
It's,
I really should consider
it's
that.
not that bad. I'm just teasing. How
But
was your
it's
week?
It was just one of those weeks where just people are silly, and I'm just going to adapt to it.
Yeah, I think there's something astrologically or something going on energetically. It
I just
seems.
don't know. It's just it doesn't. I'm just frustrating. People are frustrating, and I don't quite understand why. But it's a lesson that I must learn, and I will learn it in my own due time.
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Victor,
Yes, ma'am.
how was your week?
Oh, yeah, it's going great. Yeah.
Excellent.
I started off this week. Last week was great, and this week started off great today. Today seemed like it. You ever have those days where it seems like you pack a jillion things into a day, and at the end,
No.
and it still goes slow? It's like you have a day, and it's almost like you're going, and it's like the day is
Yeah,
slow, but you get so much packed into it, and it doesn't seem busy. But then it's like still, it's like, yeah, I had one of those today. Those were great. The week was good, so no complaints,
excellent.
and I wouldn't if I could. So
Your pendant makes it look like you're a priest.
this does.
Except for your Bigfoot shirt, not so priest-like.
A man of the
oh,
But
cloth without the cloth.
what's your shirt say?
isn't it? Is it that one? Am I right?
Yeah, it's my Bigfoot shirt.
Mm,
Just has a map of Oklahoma with a Sasquatch on it.
no, trending right now.
Trending? Is that what you said? Trending right
It
now?
is. It is.
Hmm.
There's been
Are you
Bigfoot
sure it's
sightings in Oklahoma.
Ooh.
It was on the Cryptid Huntress recently. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, just a couple
Hmm.
weeks ago. I think Laura
Hmm.
shared that, didn't she?
She did.
Oh, speaking of Laura, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Bigfoot in a frying pan? Because it kind of looks like it could be that too. Just saying.
No, it's a map
No.
of the state of Oklahoma, which is right in the center of the United States, Trista, and it does have a panhandle, so it could
Ah,
be mistaken.
yes.
Mm.
It's, and it has Texas below it, so you know where Texas is located, right?
My geography is actually really good. I'm just being a
I
butt.
know. I'm just giving you crap.
Okay.
Mm, that's
So
good.
we're both being butts. All right, as long as we're in agreement. Millie, how was your week?
It was great. It started off wonderfully. It ended really busy, very busy, and then I made it through the night. And then I woke up today very grateful I was up and in one piece. And I too have had a very long day, but I've just been up for hours. But it's good. So yeah, hey, no complaints. I'm happy.
Excellent.
Hmm.
Yay. Oh, and Chloe has joined us, and Ben. I don't think he was here last time I looked down.
It's the same height.
Excellent. Excellent.
Chloe is from Texas. Yes. Yay.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's it. The stars at night. Isn't it? Yeah, I think that's how it
The
starts,
stars are
right? That's
bright here in the night. Deep in the heart of Texas, right?
the stars at night are big and bright. Yeah, yeah.
Lucky's nodding in agreement. I don't know. I've heard it, but I wouldn't know it that well.
I wonder if New Jersey
Pee
has
Wee
a
Herman.
song.
From Pee Wee Herman, you
Oklahoma-
said?
Yeah, Pee Wee's Big Adventure. He goes, "A star is that night, a big and bright," and they go, and then
Yes.
Everybody stops.
Yes. And I remember Large Marge. God, that was so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Alrighty. So now I do have like some questions and stuff, but I think that this is the kind of topic that we can probably just go at it. So what made me think of this, like I think it's so fascinating how we, you can meet a person or go to a place and just have that really familiar feeling. And I think there's probably a lot of different schools of thought about where that comes from and why we have that experience. So that's why I figured it would be fun to talk about. I'm kind of personally in the past life camp myself for most of it. I think there could be other factors for sure, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But so let's put it out to you guys. Have you met a person that you felt like you've known forever? Yeah, I think we probably all have. Or when you think of someone who you know fairly well and then they call you like 5 seconds later, that kind of thing. Like that's those like communication threads that we don't even realize are happening, right? Let's see here.
Are you about to ask us an additional question?
I was going to, but if you have something to say, go for it.
One of the places that I have those experiences a lot, and it happens more than just I've had them happen frequently, and where you meet someone, like you just meet. It's like right after the show, we could all go out and we could meet people, and everyone in chat could go meet someone, and be like, "Wow, seems like I've known you forever," and you hit it off, instant rapport. The place on the planet where I've had it happen the most is probably Sedona.
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Yeah, well, because I've told a story. I've told a few stories here and there about it, but it's just like I've had some amazing experiences with both men and women just meeting these people, and it's just like electric.
So what about Sedona itself? Like obviously there's, fantastic energy there, but did you feel like a specific, like familiar connection as well? Or was it just like, wow, the energy is so good?
Between the other person and I, or was
No, between the place, between Sedona itself and you.
Oh, I have a personal connection for sure. Yeah, I am drawn to. I yearn for it. So I think it's
And
a
does it
personal connection.
feel kind of like home? Because
Yes,
I found that for me, for India, that's kind of how it was. And I was like in such a state of anxiety the entire time I was on my way there. And literally as soon as the wheels hit the pavement, that anxiety ball just poof, gone. And yeah, I was at home in spite of everything being so vastly different. I should have been in culture shock and was not. So what about you? Yes, Lucky, you just
I have,
inhaled. Go for it.
yeah, I have that. Unfortunately, it's Quebec City in Quebec, Canada.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Well,
Is PG in the chat? Where's PG? I don't know where he is in Quebec.
He
Sorry.
would be very insulted. I
it
feel
is,
it.
it is, it is, it's like it's going there. Yeah, it's almost anxiety getting there. Just got to get there, got to get there. And getting there, I just always know. I just feel like I'm home, and I don't know why. It's to a point where just getting there. But I haven't been there in a long time. That's the problem. It's an 8-hour drive or 7, depending on how you drive. For me, 8. But getting there, and I just want to stay, but of course I can't afford it, and I'm an American. But I know everything about it. It's like absorbed it, and I knew stuff that before I looked it up, and it got really creepy at times. Where my friends and I were eating an old it looked like a cave. This old building was a storage thing back couple hundred years ago, and I knew what would happen. There was a battle here, and people were dying, but they weren't dying from the battle. They were dying from some disease or anything, and they were all messed up. And I was talking to my friend, and then the bartender comes to me and goes, "This place was a hospital for smallpox during one of the battles, and you Americans came up, and we killed you." Basically, after England secured Quebec, the United States after the Revolutionary War saying, "Hey, we'll free the French because they can't possibly like being under the English rule," and the French were like, "No, we made a deal. We're going to keep our deal," and they didn't want to join the United States. But I knew the story, and the owner's like, "Yeah, this is what happened here. This was a hospital for smallpox."
Wow.
It was weird. It was creepy, weird, and my friend just turned white and was like, "You're a weird guy."
That's my pleasure to call you friend.
I know. I love my friends.
Can I just say that your sound, like your voice, your mic is perfect today, Lucky.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
No, oh, sorry. No, it's just like crystal clear.
It was
How
at
about
8.
you?
Yeah, I turned it down to 20. Went from 8 went to 22, and then Victor was complaining about the sound, so I went back to 8 again. So
I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's just the,
Eight's my lucky
the clarity
number.
is beautiful.
That's why. I got to keep everything at 8.
It's a good number.
You're too soft. Nope, it's got to stay at 8. Sorry,
what's your life path number, Lucky?
8.
Ah,
We have that in
cool.
common.
Um,
Okay, yeah.
were you going to ask me something?
Yeah. How about you, Millie? Sorry, I was distracted by the
No,
chat
I was
and stuff.
distracted too. It's crazy. I almost felt you be distracted, but asking me at the same time. So, see
That's
how
kind of what's
synced we are?
happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I don't know, I feel drawn to places too, but when I get there, like I feel drawn to Europe, and I've been to a lot of places in Europe, Italy, and they felt really good to me. They say that your chart has, like, if you do astrocartography, it shows you places where, like, if you go, you activate certain things or gifts or like remember things from previous lifetimes. So I have certain places on my bucket list that I've always had a desire to go to, and even from when I was young. So now, is that because of maybe a past life remembrance that I somehow remember on a subconscious level and feel the need to return there? I don't know. I don't know. But I definitely believe in that. And as far as people, yeah, there's people. I remember the most recent time it happened was a lady that I coached with, and I met her, and it was like we both were like finishing each other's sentences, and just like really, like, it was really weird. Like, we knew, and then I only knew her really for like a year. I mean, I still see her every so often, but we're not friendly like we were, because we were coaching together, and then when she stopped coaching and I stopped coaching that team, then we just didn't see each other anymore, and then that's it. Our kids got older, then we moved on. But there's definitely people like that you just really like. You're like, I like your vibe, and I don't know that it's just that I like your vibe,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know, something interesting too that I just thought of while you were talking about that lady. So when I was at the Vipassana retreat, almost everybody there looked familiar. Like, almost every person, and not like familiar, like, where do I know them from? Like, there was a couple of those, but a lot of them looked like other people I knew, which I found really interesting, because it was just like a different swing on the whole familiarity thing. So I thought, yeah, I don't know, and I don't know what that means, but it was noteworthy for sure.
Yeah, that is weird. But cool. I have heard that when people reincarnate, they do look similar to what they look like in their past life. But this is not
This
reincarnation.
is
These are people that are still living, right? Like
yeah,
almost
this
a
is, yeah,
doppelganger.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's very cool.
yeah. It was weird. What else was I? There was something I had thought of.
Oh my God.
What did you find? Oh, okay. Well, that will come back to me. Do you think that these connections, like because there's like people who are in our lives for a season or reason or whatever the saying is, or a lifetime. So, do you think that the connections, um, do they weaken or do they change, like change shape when that happens? Do you think it's a matter of people's perhaps frequency becoming less friendly with each other, for lack of a better word,
Maybe it's
or
not overlapping to the same degree it was when you hit it off.
yeah, like so is that a weakening or a changing or a like
Divergence.
yeah, and where do you think that comes from?
Maybe it's just innate within us. Are you asking where the energy come from? It's like where the source energy comes
Uh
from? Or where does the divergence happen?
yeah, more where does the divergence happen?
Well, if you think about all the things you're exposed to in any given day, think about all the different energies all four of us were exposed to today. We all did different things because, unless we had our own itinerary where
Hmm.
we laid out over the last 12 hours, we're going to do this at this specific time. Even if we had an itinerary where we all started doing the same thing at the top of the hour of each hour, we would diverge somewhere in there. It's bound to
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
because you may need to pee at 1 and Lucky's going at 1:15 and Millie goes at 2 and then I go at 2:15. Even though we scheduled it for a specific time, it may occur at different, so boom, there's a divergence. So I think it's just a natural part when we overlap frequencies with other people. Uh, we're gonna be in congruence in a sense for however long it's gonna last, and so you make the most of it while it does, and then
hmm
it goes its way.
yeah. And I think as we grow our, and this is probably what you're saying too, as we grow and change, our frequency changes with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Most definitely. Or
Yeah.
even maybe the lesson is learned, or the reason
Mm,
that you were supposed to link up with that person again. Because you could meet someone at a coffee shop, right, and be like, God, that person looks so familiar, or like it was just a nice interaction that you had with this person at a coffee shop that lasts only 5 to 10 minutes,
mhm.
but in that time, maybe you guys activated each other or exchanged some sort of information that on some subconscious level or on a higher self
Yeah.
level, you knew that you had to do that because of whatever frequency you were at. And then that's it. That's all it lasted was 10
Yeah.
minutes. And, that's it. It's done. Sometimes it could last, 6 months, a year, I don't know, 30
Yeah.
years, but that's it. Then you move on.
Excellent.
And
Um,
do you think, oh, go ahead.
I'd like to add something too. You were saying something that you think you kind of just tossed it out there right at the beginning, saying you think it comes from past lives. And that made me
Hmm.
think. Started thinking. I was like, well, I don't know if I actually believe that because I never really thought about it before. Where does this familiarity come from? And maybe what we're doing is recognizing people from our dreams. So maybe we go out and do stuff with those people, and then sometimes we bump into them in the 3D, but we're actively like buddies, like dream buddies or something.
So you don't
Mm.
believe in the souls agreeing to meet up in this lifetime
That's
and
not what I said. I completely
okay,
didn't say that.
well that's why I'm asking for
Okay.
clarification because that's kind of how because like when I think of past lives, that's kind of what I think of is that we have people or souls that we travel with, you
Mm-hmm.
know, a lot
Mhm.
and or frequently. So that's kind of what I was getting at.
I think there's another version of that, which Victor has a good point. Like before we become incarnated in this world, we meet on the other side and say, hey, let's meet up sometime on Earth. because we're eternal beings, so why not?
Hmm.
And then we meet up with those persons from the spiritual realm, or even maybe that in the spiritual realm, we're in the dream state, which is I think what Victor was getting to, that we know we're going to go someplace and we prepare for it spiritually, and someone else is preparing for it spiritually, and you just happen to meet up. These are, and it doesn't have to be past life. So there's multiple levels to this. I didn't even think of that, and Victor triggered that in me, which he tends to do a lot. But interesting that there's like 3 different levels. That it doesn't have to be past lives. It could be spiritual, or preparing to go someplace, or it could be before being incarnated that we meet somebody. All these levels could happen.
Yeah. And I suppose my disconnect was I haven't chewed gum in so many years.
I'm just smacking away, apparently. It's my first time in a long time, too. Sorry.
I think my disconnect is that I kind of group that together, and that I think I tend to believe that the people that come in and, like, when we agree to meet up are that same family of souls that we do that with a lot. So I think that's kind of where my brain was, as opposed to, a new soul that we haven't worked with in the past or whatever kind of thing. If that makes sense.
It's a lot. It's a different level where
Hmm.
I don't think there are new souls. We're eternal beings. To say new soul is being a new soul in this world, but you could be an eternal being on the other side and just come here like playing a video game, which is the best version I can have. Is that you go and go, I'm gonna play this video game, and you play it once. You play a character, and the character, you're done with it. It dies in the game. I'm done with the game. You walk away. That could be spiritually where we're doing that. Where you're not really a new soul, just a new soul to this planet.
Hmm. Hmm.
This incarnation, too, because if we sit around and sign up for all these different events per incarnation, somebody could be brand new. You could be a brand new to you. Somebody from some other soul you've never met could say, hey, yeah, maybe you put up a placard saying, hey, I'm going to Earth at this freaking time and doing this and this and this, and I have a opening right here for when I'm at this location, and I'd love to have an experience. And then some rando goes, oh yeah, I'll do it. So in a sense, you don't know them. That's just somebody signing up to help you out and think it's going to be fun. So
It is a different thought process. Definitely, definitely. I didn't consider that. I'm just playing with it right now.
But it makes sense
Rando.
because at some time you have to meet some of these rando people and then you just pick them up, right? So if you've had thousands of lives, right, you could have gone so many lifetimes without meeting someone, and then somewhere around the 500th life, that's when you meet that person. But then you end up traveling with them in and out of different lifetimes and different situations going forward for maybe another 1,000 lives. And then, but if you look at the whole progression of, I was going to say time, but time doesn't exist, right? So because
what is
it's
this
all
you're talking
happening
about?
anyway.
What
So
is
like,
this?
because you're saying the rando that signs up for your life, right? So if this rando signs up for your life 500 lives in, then you travel for 1,000 years. It's just where you met that person. It does, like, maybe they're just not as old as you. That's
But
another
how
thing
can
too.
but how can they not be as old when we're all, well, okay, I guess
Well, okay, so maybe.
in my belief, we're all from that same ball of energy, right? And just kind of different flames from the same fire is kind of how I see us. So it's like souls are all eternal in my
They are.
worldview.
But I'm thinking, like, if let's say some people were plants and some people were rocks and some people, and then all
Hmm.
of a sudden they want to come on to actually
Hmm.
experience like a different kind of life. So that's what I mean by it. What are you up to? What? Because
Uh,
you can't even sit still. What is going on here?
I was just waving to Diana came in.
Oh, hi, Diana. That gum must have a lot of sugar in it.
uh, so do you believe that connections can exist and continue without constant communication? Pardon
Oh
me.
yeah, most definitely.
Yes.
I do. Yeah, affirmative.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely, there's a lot of people who I, was friends with in like school, and well, not a lot, a couple of those, a lot more from my adult life, like earlier adult life, where, we lose touch or are still in touch, but, tenuously through Facebook kind of thing. And then we start talking and it's like, oh, it's all still right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And how about the difference between connection and attachment?
Ooh.
All right, you just took this to took this to a new level.
Yeah.
I think like see that's good because I think a connection is that if you have a connection with somebody and you don't see them, you think fondly, but you don't long to see them again. While if you're an attachment, there's that magnet. We just why won't they have a connection with me? Why are they ignoring me? Why? Which I think that's the difference. Where a connection is something that just is. If you don't talk to them for a long time, it's okay. And then when you meet again, there's no why have we talked for so long? It just starts up from the beginning again. Well, attachment is there's some resentment why did it take so long to get back to me? That's attachment, I think.
Oh,
I would
see?
say, yeah, and I agree with the I was going to say the caveat, but I don't know if I use that correctly anymore. With that, um, that we can long for somebody in a healthy way, I believe. If you're not coming at it with all of those like, oh, but why and when and all of that kind of disharmony, I think there can still be a longing that is healthy.
I think that's a definition or perspective issue because what you mean
Hmm.
by longing, missing them. I think you mean by missing. I like to hang out sometime. While longing is more of a
Oh my God, what am I going to do until I
right.
Yeah,
see
yeah,
them?
But I think it's a definition issue where I understand
yeah, yeah.
you can miss somebody, but not be like feel bad. Let's just say that you can miss them and still feel positive or miss them and feel bad. Attachment is feeling bad. Where why while
Hmm.
missing them is like I'd like to get back together. Maybe sometime we can reconnect.
And I think too, like the definition part, like there's one that's coming from a place of love and the other is coming from a fear, right? The place of fear of loss or fear of detachment or what have you.
Or worse, the memory of that you just want to get back that old memory of
Hmm.
you want to
Hmm.
get that
Not living in
experience
the moment.
feeling because you
Yeah.
felt so great around them and now you want to get that feeling again.
See, so that's kind of Lucky's kind of looking at it more like I'm looking at it, like an attachment being something toxic or something
Hmm.
unhealthy. There's something unhealthy innately about it, whereas a connection is just you have a connection to even a place, right? Because it could be like this longing even to want to be somewhere because you think
Hmm.
that when you're there you feel better, or because you know what I mean. But it may or may not be true because that place is changing just as much as you're changing, right? So it could be your hometown, and now your hometown is a bustling city, and it's not the same thing, but you have a longing to go back to it. So that's why I say, like, I feel like it's almost unhealthy. It's
Yeah.
something
Well, I
created in your mind. It's something that you've maybe obsessed about, that you've created to be a certain way,
mhm.
that may be a delusion because it's not exactly that at all.
And I agree with the differences in definition between attachment and connection.
Hmm.
I'm not as much in agreement with the longing necessarily being a negative thing. I think longing can be can be done in a healthy way. Because like I would say, like India, I longed for India before I went. Absolutely. Like I would look at pictures and it was just this, like this the wanting to be right in that photo kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
I would say that that was a longing, but I didn't feel like obsessive. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be that too. Yeah, right. Your heart longs to go visit and travel to that place. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's
I don't
this
know what
one?
Karen said. What? Yeah,
Oh, I can read it down here now.
both know each other.
Oh,
Cool.
that's cool. Da, 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 da. And do you believe that a relationship can end while the thread remains?
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's why you cut cords, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I knew you were going to say that.
Is that too witchy?
Well, it's not exactly exclusive to witchy stuff, though, is it?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think
I think
so.
it's an energy stuff. That's why I was like, oh, why is
Oh,
Yeah.
that too witchy?
Everything's
Yeah.
witchy if you want it to be. You just have to
We're just magical
spin it that
anyway.
way.
So,
Yeah.
you just have to say it the right way.
right, because the lingo changes depending on like how many different ways are there idioms to say awakening, whether it's that, existentialism, right? So there's different ways depending on who you are. So, yeah, definitely.
So I have an interesting example story, kind of, that's not my own, but my sister's. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but I know that before she had moved to where she lives now, when she had gone up there with her ex, I think, I think, I think it was him that she was with, and they were driving around. She knew where to go to get to his parents' house, I believe, without being told. She
Oh,
just
that's very
drove
cool.
and just knew where to turn and knew where to turn and knew where to turn, and then they were there without even thinking about it. Has anyone had anything like that happen?
No, but I wish I did. That's really cool.
See, and then where did that come from? And I guess my similar situation, which is not like, it can't be like a past life thing or anything, but just perhaps more intuition. But I was at a rave one time, um, and are you laughing at me or something in the chat?
No,
Probably me.
no, because you said that many times. I was at this one rave. I didn't go to very many of them, but
Hey, I didn't say I didn't go to very many of them. I didn't go to as many as some people.
Wait. Now that you pause, just to set the scene, were you doing any of those things that people do at raves to enhance their experience at the rave?
Yes,
Okay, because that might have just added a whole different level of perception. That's the only reason I ask.
perhaps. Now I
Hmm.
don't know because this was the middle of the day because this is like like a camping all weekend kind
Oh,
of deal.
wow. Okay, cool.
So it was raining. It was pouring rain, and I was with one friend, and we were trying to find our way back to the tent, and we had got there not that long ago, and there were just tents everywhere, and there was no defining feature that we could look for or anything. It's just a sea of tents, and we're like, where do we go? And it's pouring like straight down rain, and so there's that sense of urgency. And so I'm following him around, and he's not like we're not finding it, and we're just wandering forever. And then I'm like, "Do you know where it is? Like, what is your plan? Like, do you know where we're going?" And he's like, "No." And I said, "Okay, well then I'm not following you anymore." So I just started walking on my own, and I don't even know how I decided where I was going, but just like that, I was back at our tent. And
That's
I
it.
don't know.
I had one
So
of
I
those
don't.
experiences like
Yeah.
that at the Indianapolis 500, at the Indy 500. I found our tent after going out and drinking all night. And I thought, okay, I've had too much. And I said, I'm going, guys. And I woke up in the tent and everybody else slept on the ground somewhere
Uh-huh.
because it was a
I
sea of
wonder.
tents.
I wonder if it's like when you're under the influence of things that your brain that you would normally be not listening to is just has free reign.
Or maybe it's like when you're shopping all day at the mall and you've gone to
Oh,
every witch store and it's a really big mall, but you always
oh.
can find your car at the end of the day. Who's doing that?
Trista.
Well, mine's just the bus stop, so it's easy for me.
No, that noise.
It's Trista. It's
Oh,
Trista. Her
okay.
microphone's on her thing, and she scratches against the.
Oh,
Sure.
oh,
Oh, because I'm like, what is
I
oh,
watch.
that?
my microphone has been
Oh,
unmuted.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
It
Yeah, but
happens.
anyway, so
Sorry.
yeah, so how do
I
I
don't know.
always, with all my bags, find myself after hours back of my car? I just know. It's like I know I gotta get home.
That's
I
not
do.
everybody though, because a lot of
It's a
people have to
talent.
write down
No, no,
their,
no, it's a talent. It is.
I'm in B4. Okay.
Oh my God, stop. That was my apartment growing up.
Weird.
Yeah,
It was
that's
also
really
It
the
was your apartment before.
hmm
Sorry.
It
Okay.
was not my
the
very first apartment, but it was the second apartment that I remember. I'm sure my parents had other apartments that I was very little in, but I distinctly remember apartment B4.
it's also
That's
one of the
fun.
coordinates for the Battleship commercial when the kids yell out B4. You sank my
Thank my
battleship.
benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love those commercials.
But
All
finding a
right.
place is easy for me because it just my guides just go that way. It's fine. I just
Oh, that's good.
that's my problem is that I don't need to be a place before. I just know that I'll get there with no problem because I just have that instinct. Drive my wife up the wall because we're lost. I'm like, no, we're fine. How long would it take to get there? I'm at about 15, 20 minutes. But how do you know? I just know. Just it'll be fine. Um, Especially when we've been up in a place before, I just know how to get there. It just happens to be that way. Or I could just use the GPS, which makes her happy.
Or maybe your dead reckoning is just very good.
Well, the problem is GPS will try to correct me, and she's like, why are you going a different way? The GPS, I'm like, I just have a feeling that I just want to avoid the traffic. But the GPS told you to go this way. It's not the right way.
Why don't you just like throw your voice and pretend you're the GPS?
I don't know.
That would be great.
That's
You
totally
could
what.
change the accent of the GPS to make it sound like because I have an English accent and because I like English accents, so I have the English person speaking to me the whole way. So if you
Oh,
pick
I
an
thought you meant
accent to
you could
sound
do an English
Bostonian,
accent.
then you can have no, I
There you go.
can't. Maybe at one time I could,
I was going to
but
demand it. Can you try for us?
no. But Australian too is a background. But I was telling you, how funny would that be if he could do a Bostonian accent? I don't know if they have Bostonian as one of the selections, and then you could just switch it. Oh, that would be
They
so
do
cool.
now.
Or you can mess with her and do your own GPS and just pre-record everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how fun would that be? Like, what was that show, Punked? Right? When they used to mess with people all the time and you can punk her. Oh, that would be good.
I had the GPS with Thai for a while. She's like, "What? You don't
Really?
understand Thai? Why are you doing Thai?" I said, "It's for you, so you can hear where we're going."
Ah! You're so funny. Oh my God, that's good.
When I would drive my friends to Quebec City, I had it in French, and they go, "Why is it in French?" I'm like, "We're going to Quebec."
See, but that's the kind of stuff that's fun. You have to have people. You have to have friends with some kind of
They didn't get the
personality.
joke. They did. They didn't.
No.
They didn't
Oh my God,
appreciate it.
I'd be dying.
I was playing all French music, the French GPS, and they were not in on it. But because since I was driving, they had no choice.
Oh my God,
That's kind of
that's
a
funny.
jerk thing to do, I think, now, realizing after the fact. And they don't go with me anymore.
Oh, well, I wonder why you have no friends. I don't know. But you need new friends. You know why? Because it was time for that connection to be over,
Yeah.
and you to move on to friends that were more international and open-minded.
Yeah,
So now it all makes sense, doesn't it?
yeah, all my friends are online now. All of my real friends don't talk to me anymore.
Are they watching? I hope. They're
No,
gonna be
no,
like,
no,
"Oh, that
no.
girl, she's horrible."
Actually, if they're watching, they don't comment. So maybe they're watching. Hey, that'd be great.
Oh. Hey,
That's okay.
please hit the like. Hit the
What
like if
I
you want.
heard in that statement is that we're not his real friends, guys. So
Oh, is that
just,
what you heard?
Well,
yeah.
you could all
Because he
be
said his
AI.
real friends.
Well, you're
Oh,
going
I
with
see
AI
that
because
now.
AI
Oh.
confuses me. I'm scared of AI because it gets really good. So you could, except for Victor, because there's no way that terrible quality video could be AI.
You've left him speechless. He's not even. Oh, he's chewing now. He's chewing. Oh, Oh my
Because
Alrighty.
all I know is that AI doesn't do fingers very well, but now it does. So now so there's no
It's
rules.
getting better. I find too, if you shame it before you ask it to do something, it will listen better. Like when I wanted to put all of those words, like for my bio on that background, and I was asking it like what would be the best way to do it. It's like, well, you could use Canva, but I could just do it for you. And I'm like, I don't trust you to do it for me because you mess up words all the time. And it's like, I can do it exactly. I will just take it and I will place it right on there. And I'm like, okay, you have one chance. And then it did it. And I was very impressed. So anyway, that's a little off
treat
topic.
the AI like you treat your cats, then.
I was just like, this is conditioning them.
Hey,
Oh, I don't know.
that's not nice.
Well, I don't know, but I felt some pain in that statement when you said that, and I don't know if I was feeling the pain for the AI or the cats, maybe. But I just felt like you were conditioning them. Like I was like, oh my God, look at Trista go. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
I had something weird come up with a lucid dream.
Ooh.
Where lucid dreams, where I look at my hand, if my hand's not normal, I know, okay, I'm in a lucid dream. So I'm sitting there, and I go, okay, I know I'm in a dream. I look at my hand, and my hand is normal, and I'm like, wait, am I dreaming? And I look to the other person across me, who was me, and I said, what is going on? What do you want? And it said to me, what do you want? You're in my dream.
Oh.
Okay, also,
That really messed with me, and I woke up.
I just have to point out that you said how AI is now getting hands right, and then your dreams are getting hand right. Are your dreams AI?
See, this is the problem. I'm really messed up. I'm really this situation is really. I've been thinking about it for basically 2 weeks now. This happened, and I can't even
Oh
think of my
boy.
one of my other dreams. I try to write them down. I'm go back to that dream. Like that was a lucid dream. I know it was a dream because I woke up from it. But why was my hand that one thing I have to know if it's a lucid dream is now gone, and the other one asked me, "You're in my dream." So where the hell was I? It freaks me out just thinking about that. Oh, it gives me the chills. Just that's such. Dreams are cool with me. That one dream is like a nightmare. It just doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
Have
I
you
don't want to
trained
talk about it anymore.
yourself
Oh my god.
to remember to look at your hands in your dreams? Because I've tried to do that, and
Yeah.
and I try to tell myself that even before. Maybe I got to add it to my prayers. And if I say that at night, then I can remember.
Another thing is, suppose you can't read in dreams. And there's a
Ooh.
piece of paper on the table, and I was looking at it and going, some of those words make sense. Others didn't. It was all blurry, but I'm like, okay, maybe this is a dream. But again, he says, "What do you want? You're in my dream." It was me.
He sounds like you.
Oh, next time that happens, Lucky, ask your other self what is the current year?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's
Ooh.
good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh, oh.
Because what if that is just some iteration that is just off, just the next frequency over from you or something?
And what if you have that dream in like 10 years and you're like, what year is it? And you say 2026.
And if the other one says 2036, ask them if there's flying cars yet. Because that's the most important thing. That's the thing we've been promised our entire life.
Oh my God. Well, hell, why flying cars? Can we teleport? Who needs a
Ooh,
car?
no.
Just, skip
But
it all.
see, that statement right there makes me think that more and more that it's simulation.
Mm.
That it's simulation.
That's very cool.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna
So, if the Earth had, this is just worded weird. If the Earth had a giant emotional weather map, where would your strongest pin be dropped?
I don't understand the question. Please clarify.
Like where do you resonate the most? Is basically what I mean.
Resonate how? Happy,
Like
joy, excitement?
Well, perhaps
happy
that's for you to define.
I'd want to go there first and check it out,
Well,
and
I think
then
she
know.
said places you've been. I think she's saying
Oh, places you've been?
we resonate both because we know what Victor's going to say.
Right.
Oklahoma.
Because he wears the shirt.
He says Oklahoma City, Oklahoma is where he wants to be the best, the most. I would have to say Quebec City. I just want to be there, but
Hmm.
it's 8 hours, so I've changed it to the Berkshires, which means just driving an hour and a half, 2 hours for the day, and having fun and coming back home. But
Well,
Quebec
yeah,
City, I could be there. If I could be Quebec City for
we're
a
not worrying
week,
about travel time.
well, that would be Quebec City. I would want to be.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
someone said to me, "Hey, you want to go to Quebec City right now?" Yep, no question.
yeah, yeah. For me, it would be India for sure.
Mm,
But India's a big place. Where?
It is.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to think about it to think of like where I would want to go. Probably Kerala in the south is supposed to be absolutely phenomenally beautiful, and the pictures that I've seen would suggest that's correct. So yeah, I would love to check that out.
I wouldn't mind going down to Antarctica
Mm.
just to explore,
Well, I mean,
but
this
I
is
wouldn't make it like my place.
yeah, this is more like what do you have an emotional connection to? It's basically what it's at.
The emotional. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm like, okay, there's certain places I know I really like that I've been to and I would like to go again because it's like they don't tire me. But I don't know that I've ever
And
had
it
an
doesn't,
emotional kind of feeling
yeah,
when I've gotten anywhere. Like
and
I like them.
it doesn't have to be somewhere you've been.
Hmm.
It might be just somewhere you know, for lack of a better word, long to go.
I long to go to Glastonbury in England,
Ooh.
but you know what? But
Just done it.
I felt very connected to walking the streets of Assisi in Italy. And I've always been
Mm.
very connected to Francis of Assisi.
Hmm.
And I slept right in front of his bestie, St. Clair. I slept like right outside her tomb. My hotel was literally, and it's not even a street because the streets are so narrow. I was right there. But there was comfort in walking those hilly streets, and there were cobblestone. Like there was something like I
Mm.
just like strolling those streets that felt good to me. So I think that that's like the closest connection to something that really felt like spiritually good. You know,
Hmm.
where I had that feeling that it was just like, yeah, I like it here in the shops, and I was very comfortable there.
And you know that feeling whenever you go travel somewhere and it's about your last day or the second to last day and you're kind of ready to go home.
Hmm.
You know
Hmm.
that feeling. See, I don't get that when I go to Sedona. I don't get it though. I start getting I kind of start getting a little bit depressed because
That.
Hmm.
I don't want
Hmm.
to leave.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
that's all.
that was me in India too. I wasn't there for very long though either.
Hmm.
Wow.
I'd like to go to India,
Hmm.
but I don't know where because it's so big.
Well, you want
Yeah.
to go to Bombay or someplace like that and eat the street food.
I think I might get sick.
No, it's Delhi. Delhi, you want to eat the street food, right? Because you get Delhi belly.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
you have
think
to
you can
build
get
up
that anywhere.
immunity to that. Right, you can get
Well,
that anywhere.
I didn't get any shots, but I took massive amounts of oregano and grapefruit seed extract while I was there, and I felt better than I've ever felt in my life. I should probably
Oh,
do that all the time,
I was
except
just
it's
thinking that.
disgusting. Yeah, just it tastes so horrible.
Really, what didn't you like, the oregano or the grapes?
No, well, both, but the grapefruit is like grapefruit seed. Like, just imagine chewing on grapefruit seed. It's so bitter, but you can't really trust the water there. So I would just put it in like all of my water. That's how all of my water tasted for 2 weeks.
Mm, okay, and it has to be in water that you mix it. Like you can't. Well, I guess if you're there and they're feeding you, it's
Well,
not
you
like
could
okay.
put it in juice if you have juice, but that wasn't something that we had access to really.
But,
Yeah, oregano pills are backwards for me because if I take them on an empty stomach, I have no problem. But if I take them with food, I get the oregano burps. And that's supposed to be the exact opposite. And I don't know why my body adjusts so well to oregano on an empty stomach than it does to actually with food.
When you're taking it with food, is it foods that contain a fat?
Yeah, usually it's either
Okay.
cheeses or milk or something that would just, it has fats. But again,
Hmm.
I I don't know why my body does this. You know, I just kind of sits on the top. I try to take it before the food, try to take it after the
Yeah.
food, try to take it at middle of the food. But if I take an empty stomach, no issue at all. And maybe because if my stomach's empty, it just processes quicker. I just don't know.
But normally, like for fish oil, especially, you won't get those burps if you're producing the enzymes you need to break down the fat. So that's why people who take fish
Wow.
oil as a like by the liquid normally don't have that reaction because when that fat touches your tongue, your brain goes, I got to start producing fat digesting enzymes. And then by the time it gets there, you're good to go. And that's what I was thinking maybe for oregano, but on an empty stomach, that's weird.
I don't think I have a normal. My metabolism's a weird metabolism, anyways.
That's a very smart song.
Maybe it's the like you produce more bile or whatever to break down the fats just naturally on an empty stomach or something.
Or maybe I'm reptilian. I don't even know it. So then I have a different metabolism. So the
That's
human,
why your green is your background's green.
yeah, you
He's
normal
a
human
chameleon,
and
yeah.
doesn't work
He's
for
trying to
me.
blend it.
Maybe that's why you
It's
have all
a
the reptilians sitting around you too.
yeah, yeah.
All over
Oh
me.
yeah, where is that little thing today? What was that?
She is
Betsy? Was it named
sleeping, I
Betsy?
think. I think she's sleeping. No, she's right there, looking at me. What do you want? I think, yeah, she's like telling what you want. Yes, she is right there.
Oh,
See, yeah, she's right there. She's very happy.
oh, hello. Can she come closer to the
I don't know where the
oh
camera. Yeah,
oh smoochies?
Hey.
yeah, she goes.
Oh
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's perfect.
I wish I could
Banana,
put her
right? Is
little
her name?
her name is Banana, and she's
banana. Oh,
actually
that's
she's in
a
a good
memory.
mood. Wow.
It's because she
Nice.
feels
She's not
popular
aggressive.
because
Even
we
when she's
wanted to see her.
By
even when she's
special
in a
request.
bad mood, she doesn't really do too much. She's not aggressive. She never bites. She just gets jumpy and just, I want to go back home now. Now she's not. Oh
Oh,
no.
look at that.
Okay, sit there. Fine.
The
Good.
reptiles ham. Oh my god, I love it. Look at that. Oh, how cute. I've got a family of baby groundhogs outside, and
Oh
since
no.
the I know.
They
I
dig
won't
up
even go.
everything.
I'm not gonna go there right now in front of everyone. But anyway, I have these three little mounds that are like they hop and they skip and they play, and then they like want to approach the birds. So like you see them having interactions with other animals, like they want to play with the chipmunks, they want to play with the
Oh
squirrels.
really?
Oh, I have like a whole zoo back there. I feel like I'm like in some enchanted forest. It's wonderful. And I just sit there and I watch them all day. And it's like, oh, what has Millie been doing for the last 20 minutes? And I'll be just sitting there watching them all interact. It's so freaking amazing. Better than Nat Geo. It's
Sounds
really
like it.
cute. It is. It's wonderful. Nope. There goes Banana.
Yeah, she's gone back. She's got dirt all over me. She's got dirt all over her feet. Now they're
It's
all over
probably,
me.
it's probably poo.
No, it's soil. It's
Oh, okay.
sphagnum moss. I know it's sphagnum moss because it's. She gets it everywhere. She digs, likes to dig. I think she's laying eggs, but she doesn't have a
Mm.
male. They're like chickens. They lay eggs sometimes
Callie likes to dig, but she doesn't lay eggs very often.
that you know of. Maybe she's reptilian too. She hides them really well.
Yeah, could be. All right.
Actually, my wife's black and white cat. We had a skunk family behind the house back when she was alive. She used to go and she used to play with the skunks, and it was like, oh my gosh, you get sprayed. Never had a problem. The mother just she would hang with the skunks. I guess because she was black and white. Must be another cats. I'll hang out with them. They're nice. I'm nice to them. My wife was freaking out. She's gonna get sprayed. I'm like, you tell your cat. She doesn't listen to me. But it was only 1 year. Mother with her babies, and the mother would come with the babies of the cat, and I'm like, this is messed up.
Was it a babysitter? So the baby skunks?
I don't know what was going.
Uh,
That cat had a friend who was a squirrel. She had a friend who was a skunk. That cat was. She was one of the. She was also a cat who used to. She would go to the door and grab the handle and tap on the handle. I want this door open. This
Callie
open
does
this
that
door.
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like closed doors. Then she would, sit on, try to jump up and grab the handle. Like, I know how this opens. I can't do it. Show me.
That's
Yeah.
oh, pretty wild. See, a lot of us here have these little animals that come
Oh,
join our family.
it's messed up.
Okay, so my last question.
Mm.
So, is it that invisible threads actually connect us, or are we weaving them unconsciously and creating them without realizing it?
Say that one more time, please.
Is it that that invisible threads actually connect us, or are we weaving them and creating them unconsciously?
I think it's unconscious. I'll go with the unconscious, because if you've ever done a cord cutting, you could have a cord still attached to some hat, a hat that you wanted out of your life, and then not really realizing, oh, I need to do a cord cutting because I'm still completely all wrapped up in that person's energy. So it's completely unconscious, I would say.
But then what about before that, like where it came from? I think definitely we can unconsciously keep them going for sure. I don't know if I believe that we create them.
Yeah,
Why
I
not
don't.
both? Yay!
I agree. I don't think you create them unconsciously. I think that you may have a predestined time to meet. I believe that, but I think that until you make that contact, until you have a conversation, until you have some kind of interaction, you don't have the thread. However, in releasing those threads, I think that once you know the person, it could be as simple as a text or a thought or something that you have in common, maybe that links you, that where that thread keeps coming back.
Yeah.
And the only way to really get rid of that thread is to then cut all those things out of your life, to or block them, to then permanently cut and sever that.
Now, to be fair, we didn't really touch on objects very much, and I feel like this could apply to objects, where we do create that attachment or whatever we want to call it to certain objects or
So
to
like my
places, perhaps, especially
so my
homes and
brother
things like
has
that. I'm
yes,
sorry.
yeah. Look how many
Yeah.
people pass away and they go back to their home or their
Yeah.
childhood home. So like my brother has this thing that like if he has a friendship that, he's like, "Oh, I just don't talk to them," or that ended in a bad way, like, "Oh, we're not friends anymore. We had this blowout, whatever." He'll gather if he's gotten, gather pictures, gather items that they've exchanged or whatever, you're like, "Oh, yeah, that's, and he'll just get rid of it all. And that's how he's like so like that. I don't think that he does cord cutting, but that's his way of
Hmm.
cord cutting. He's like, it's gone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't even want it
I
in my life.
I keep finding stuff from my old job that I need
Hmm.
to get rid of. Be like, oh, like here's like my business card or whatever. Like I gotta get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It keeps coming out of the woodwork.
Hmm. And then that's where you have attachment to some things, and you're like, oh, but I like this.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But if
cute.
you
She's
keep
attached to
it,
her first yoga mat. Hang it on your wall, Lucia.
Ooh,
That would
that's
be
a good idea.
fun.
yeah, there you go. Peace. I don't
All
know what's
right.
going
Well,
on in this conversation.
oh, I haven't really been watching the chat
That
very well.
geese just caught my eye.
Oh, how do we feel?
How do we what?
Gonna touch that one, so that's your story to tell.
Oh, okay. She's got a funny story about geese.
Oh boy.
I would love to see a short.
I'm trying to convince her that she has to tell her bird stories
Oh, it's 12:12.
in the multiple. Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, I bet
Anyway.
Jimena's got some bird stories that she could exchange with him.
Oh God,
Right,
probably.
Jimena loves
Although,
birds.
I mean, Jimena might not want to hear Nartha's stories.
They might scare
Perhaps
her.
might just be worse.
Where is that sister? I saw her come in. We're gonna have
I
a baby
saw
in
her
this
a long
month.
time ago too. Oh, read my
Excited about the
Discord
little boy.
bio. It is my final statement on the matter. What, that you didn't punch a goose? Is that what you're saying? Let's see what it
Punch the
says.
goose.
She,
Oh man.
or no, she strangled a goose. No, she didn't strangle a goose. She, but she punched a pigeon. Sorry, am I giving away all your secrets?
A pigeon.
I mean, let's see here. It
I'm
attacked
gonna.
her first. It was not her fault.
A pigeon attacked her.
Whoa.
Well, it's
See,
not.
now she has to. Now she has to
As opposed to
explain.
a seagull coming for your food.
Or coming for your pet.
They come for your
What was
pet.
I
Seagull?
doing?
Oh yeah,
What
you've
are they
never heard
not?
the stories of people stopping at the Grand Canyon with their little dogs?
Not a seagull.
No, no, eagles.
Oh, eagles.
Oh,
Yeah, I
eagle.
can
I
see an
heard
eagle.
seagull too.
Oh, I heard eagle.
That's the most aggressive thing.
That's a-
Take your
hey,
food on the beach and stuff.
I lived in Norfolk, Virginia briefly, and I was around a lot of seabirds. And
Hmm.
I'll never forget going and at lunchtime, I'd go out occasionally and go at lunchtime, and I would have my fries, and all these seagulls would land right on the hood of my car, and I'd pull out a fry, and they'd all be like looking, and then I go boom and throw it right on the inside of my windscreen, and they would sit and peck and peck and peck.
Oh, you're evil.
Rude.
And I would grab it out, I'd fish it out, then give it to them.
Eventually, when you got tired.
Sure.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I thought they were great.
No, that is great. Just keep you busy for a little
Okay,
while.
so I should clarify what her bio says is the first thing you should know about me is I have never strangled a goose. In fact, I have taken great pains not to.
Hmm.
Sorry. Oh my God.
You know,
Okay.
I can be a little naive, and I think that there's a deeper meaning.
No, there's no deeper meaning. There really is. It is about a goose.
It is, huh?
Legit.
I've seen seagulls do ice creams too, Lucia. Ice creams, but they're
Small
They
children.
eat everything. Small children? I hope not.
Said out loud.
So
I-
one of
yeah.
my kids, I remember when we first got a toy poodle, where it was really little, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of hawks here. Don't let it go out by itself. The kids were, and I, being the way I am, I just bluntly said what could happen, and I traumatized. But they never let that dog out alone. That was good. They learned their lesson.
They did.
They did.
Yeah. Not the hard way. So that's
No,
good.
I protected them. Oh my God, you don't even know. Like, I remember one year it was Easter and there was all these baby bunnies and these hawks were coming around trying to take the baby bunnies. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't have my kids see this, especially on Easter. And I'm like chasing
Oh
them.
my God.
It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But yeah, those things like that can happen.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
What is this? Ben says, now I just need a cat butt and I've got a Trista bingo. What else is on the Trista bingo I need to know? Please and thank you.
Oh wait, did we answer the last question? I just had a moment.
Oh,
I think I lost time.
did you?
I don't
Mostly.
know.
Are we, oh yeah, are we weaving the unconscious or the invisible threads? And then I was saying that like with items, that might be more likely. Anyway. All right.
congratulations.
So,
Becky.
yes.
A round of applause.
I don't know why.
Why not?
Just accept it and bow and
I just,
Yes.
be grateful.
Speech.
I don't understand how I won something that I wasn't even competing in.
Maybe it's that we all lost, except for you.
There you go.
We're all winners.
That's right. We're winning.
Oh, across was sorry and
To no.
oh dear. Okay.
I love you guys.
All right. Thank you very much for putting up with us,
Oh,
everybody.
wait. There's only 14 likes and 24 people watching. Come on, guys.
Oh, but did you refresh? Because sometimes it doesn't. It's not accurate.
That's a good point.
I'm
I've made that
checking. I'm
mistake a
checking.
few times. I made
Before we let them leave, we have to take a head count.
that. Oh my God. Just do it.
No, I still see 14. Come on, guys.
I only see
And
13.
mine takes so long to load.
Mm.
It's still loading.
Because our
Oh, I
1 year
have
birthday is
13.
almost coming up. Soon, soon, soon.
Yeah.
Right? 3 weeks
Yeah,
away.
because this is episode 49. So, yeah,
We're almost there.
right? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Alrighty.
So next week
Oh.
is Lucky.
Yeah, I'm hosting next week.
Cool.
I have
Oh.
ideas.
You do? Okay, very good.
Yeah.
A raven took a 4 cheese, not 4 cheese bagels, but a 4 cheese bagel out of my hand in the Tim Hortons drive-through. That's funny.
Oh, God. Okay, A4 cheese, not 4 cheese bagel.
Yes.
Wow,
Me
that's so
too.
amazing. Raven taking 4 bagels. Wow.
They're big, though. Ravens are quite large.
They are, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us this evening, and we shall see you next week.
Yeah.
And thanks,
Have a
everybody.
great-
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Love you
Namaste.
guys.
Love you all.
See you. Have a good life.
See you in St. Louis.
Next week.